Hello guys, and welcome to a potential lineup for Liverpool Football Club for FIFA 17 and of course the new season. Now starting off in the goalkeeper position, we do have Karius. Now he did join from FC Manes, which I've probably fucked it up, I think it's pronounced differently, but anyways he joined for around £4 million, and that is a really good signing for us because he is a proven goalkeeper. He did really good in the Bundesliga, and well, he's much better than Mignolet, that's for sure. And yeah, you would take him any day over Mignolet. I think he can be very important for us because Mignolet has just had games where he has been dog shit awful. But moving it over to our other centre back, we have Joel Matip. Now this guy is fucking huge, 6'5". He also from the Bundesliga, a free transfer, which is absolutely fantastic. He does have some pace as well for an absolute massive centre back, and it'll be great to see him paired with Saka or Lovren. Now on to our right back, we have trusty Nathaniel Klein. Really good season for us. Had some games that were not so great, but most game that he played in, he was really good for us, so solid for us. Now onto our other centre back, we have Mamadou Sakho. Now he did miss the final, which is really bad because he was in fantastic form. He scored in the semis, he was great for us, but he could be on the subs. It's hard to tell who's going to start. Could be Lovren, could be Matip, but both really good. You could also put both of them together, the Love-Sack combination. Now onto our left back position, we have Jonas Hector. Now it's a bit of a disappointing one because we did put a bid in a few weeks ago and it did get rejected. Now he is really good. I really rate Hector. Watched him in the Euros. He is great at defending, unlike this guy here, Alberto Moreno. Now it looks like we're probably going to be stuck with this guy. I'm hoping Klopp can work some kind of wonders over the pre-season because he was so dog shit defensively in the Europa League final. He definitely cost us. Now onto the centre mid, we have Emre Can. What a great player this guy is. Not so good in the final third. I'd like to see him work on shooting and what have you, but really solid in the midfield, and you can't go wrong with it. Now onto our other centre midfielder, we have Jordan Henderson. Gets a lot of stick. He's our captain. And well, to be fair, I don't really think he's the best. I wouldn't say he's captain material, but if he's not playing so good, he can always be replaced by someone like Joe Allen or James Milner, of course, who can play in that centre midfield role. And yeah, Henderson, bit hit and miss for me. I'm not too sure. Hopefully he can get into form next year. Now over to our right mid position, we have Sadio Mane. I think he will play on the right midfield. I don't think he'll be playing striker. Now this guy, fantastic. Yes, from Southampton, another Southampton player we signed, but he's really pacey. I have faith in this guy. I have faith in Klopp's signing, and I think he'll be really great for us. He can break on the counter attack, and we need some guy on the wing who's got pace. So a really good signing for us. Now on to behind the striker in the central attacking midfield, we have Roberto Firmino. Really good season for Klopp. He played really good under him. Had some games when he wasn't the best, but he also did fill in striker some games, and he played really good, so can't go wrong with him. Now over to our left mid position, we have Felipe Coutinho. Now good season. Some games he played really great, and there's some games he just didn't show up for us, like the Europa League final. He definitely wasn't there, but some games he was really good for us, and I really hope he does stay at the club, and I think he is going to. Despite rumours that he can be going somewhere like Barcelona. He is a really great player anyways. I do also hope he gets a proper fucking haircut for FIFA 17 because I'm sick of looking at his squiggles. But anyways, that's a video for another day. Now finishing the lineup, we do have Daniel Sturridge, who for some reason I just completely missed out. I don't know why, but he is a good signing for us, striker for us. Where was I talking about Daniel Sturridge? Now of course he is a great player. He's got great finishing ability. He's a proven striker, but injuries, that is what he has played with. A lot of the times he's been injured for us so much, and people can laugh at him, and you know, it's kind of embarrassing when he's injured like all the time, but when he is fit, he can score goals. But he's definitely lost a bit of pace, I would say. I think these injuries maybe have took a toll on him. Maybe he doesn't want to sprint so much because his legs might break, but of course he is a quality striker. He has proven he scored a banger in the Europa League final, but I think someone like Divock Origi will definitely be challenging him for the top spot. And someone maybe like Danny Ings as well, if he can get game time. So yeah, Daniel Sturridge has definitely got good competition this year. But without further ado, let's look at our sub bench and see what is going on there. So now moving over to the sub bench, we start with Dejan Lovren. Had an absolutely great season with Liverpool. Under Klopp he played so good, and Klopp definitely got the most out of him. He played alongside Sakho, and he was so important for us, that's for sure. I think there's going to be fierce competition in that centre back role. Of course now we have Joel Matip, Now I think it will be a battle for all of them centre backs really, and it'll make it interesting. Of course Saka could get in there, or Lovren, or Matip. But anyways, let's move on to our next player. We have James Milner. Played a really important part for us. He was great in the midfield, second half of the season. I think he had the most assists as well, and he's an absolute workhorse. He won't stop running, so he is important. He can definitely fill in the centre midfield role. Anyways, let's move over to our striker. We have Divock Origi. Now, of course, there's going to be more competition in that striking area for Daniel Sturridge. Origi was in absolute fantastic form before he got injured, and of course it would be sod's law that he got injured when he was playing so great for us. He's fast and he's strong. Under Klopp, I think if he can get back to full fitness, he could definitely be getting ahead of Daniel Sturridge. And yeah, I don't see why not. He hasn't really played in the Euros, but he is a great player, Divock Origi, and I've got to rate him. And yeah, you can't really go wrong with him. Moving over to our next player when I get to him, we do have, if I could see him there, we have Mignolet. Now, Mignolet. Really don't know what to say about him. I really hope Karius gets ahead of him. He's not the best, he's pretty shite to be honest, and yeah, it's not really much to say about him. Next we have Joe Allen. Rumours he could be going somewhere like Sevilla, maybe Celtic, back with Brendan Rodgers, but he is a good player. People like take the piss out of him, say Welsh Chavi, blah blah blah, like joking around and what have you. I can't seem to speak, but he is a really good player and he played an important part for us. He might be small, but he can get the tackles in. He's a great passer of the ball. So before we carry on with the sub bench, we are going to talk about Marko Grujic, or Grujic, I'm not sure how you say it. We did sign him from Red Star Belgrade back in January, and then we loaned him back out to Red Star. Now, don't really know so much about him. He's Serbian. Apparently he's a box-to-box midfielder. I've done a bit of research, watched a few clips on YouTube as you do, and he scored some nice goals for them. I think he could be a bit of a hidden gem for us. He's young, and Klopp helped him get a work permit for us, saying that he's young, he's in his and that he's going to get game time. So I'm hoping he does play. I'm hoping he has a good pre-season. It'll be good to see him and see what player he is. But yeah, that's Marko Grujic. Let's carry on with our sub bench. Next we have Danny Ings, another striker. We're not short of strikers, that's for sure. Now, of course, he got the ACL. It's a shame he didn't get to play under Klopp, but I think if he can get back to full fitness again from this injury and play under Klopp, he could definitely be really important for us and have a really good season. Like, of course, more competition in that striking zone for Origi and Sturridge and what have you. So it'll be great to see him play. He's a bit of a workhorse as well. Next we have Adam Lallana. Now, bit of a bang average season to be honest. Some games good and some games not so good. He does definitely lack pace, but he can press and he is good at passing. Sometimes he does bang in a goal or two. Not always the best in the final third. I don't think he'll get ahead of Sadio Mane though. Next on to our left back role, he's already on the team sheet. It is Joe Gomez sitting away there. Now, he also got an ACL. Again, it's just so unlucky. But he did play pretty good under Brendan Rodgers before he got injured, and he did play in the left back role. Now, I think again, under Klopp, he is very young. He can definitely improve, and whether he'll play left back maybe some games, I'm not too sure, but I think it'd be great to see him under Klopp as well. Next we have Markovic. Now, I do rate this guy. I think he is quite good. He was pretty bad for us when he played under Brendan Rodgers, but it'd be nice to see him prove himself. I really don't want him to leave. He's pacey and he's young, and I think he really does have a future with us, and I hope he can prove Klopp wrong, and I hope he is in Klopp's plans, that's for sure. Now, next we move over to Lucas Levier. Now, he definitely could be leaving. Rumours he could be moving now. Last transfer window, there was rumours he was going to go, but he did stay. And he played an important part for us. He played in centre-back quite a lot. And he may not be the biggest of players, but he really did play really great in that centre-back role. And filled in there and did a really good job. But if he does leave, it'll be sad to see him go. He's a great servant to the club, that is for sure. And yeah, if he does, I wish him all the best in his future. Now, once we move over to our next player, we have Jordan Ibe. Now, I don't know about him. He's a bit bang average. Some games he's decent, some games he's really piss poor. But I'd say his season's definitely in doubt. I don't know, if he'll get game time. Now, moving over to another player who's for sure in doubt. That's Mario Balotelli. I see no future for him at Liverpool. He was shit under Brendan Rodgers, and I don't think he's going to be in Klopp's plans. He's a player that's shown to be pretty lazy, and I just don't see Klopp playing him. But anyways, that is the sub-bench done. That is the whole Liverpool starting 11 and bench for next year and for FIFA 17. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio.
engine stop running. The wheat is causing a nuclear error.